Go for it, bro.
Hello. Welcome to What the Fuck is Happening. We've got a special guest today, and the guest is Hardy Singh.
Woohoo! Make some noise, guys!
Make some noise, guys. Bhangra. Let's go. Pure Bhangra it is, guys. It's the king of Bhangra, as I must say, in Dubai.
Thank you so much. The big words.
Big words. I think you stand by those words, right?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You are like the only one who's doing it over here in the Middle East.
Wow.
Successfully.
Glad somebody's seen that.
Yeah.
That way it has been put out. I'm quite happy
That's
about
how.
that.
So we both are like not social media people, and this is what we have heard not being on social media. So I'm sure the hype is quite a lot more on it, right?
Obviously, I have people who tell me about this, man. Like, you're the only one who's doing this, and
wow, I think I'm happy being here right now talking to you guys. I needed this self-motivation.
Really? Did we butter you up good, man?
before asking you the main question.
No, but for real, like that's like I've heard multiple friends come and tell me that Pure Bhangra is the only one over here in the UAE. And you do a lot of shows as well? Yeah.
So we do that. I'm glad that the message has been put across that way, because honestly, हमें 12-13 साल लग गए working hard, and then we've only worked hard based on word of mouth.
Fuck, nice.
So if that way it has worked out, then I'm quite happy that I've not done anything wrong so far.
You've done great, man. Like I can tell you've done great by not being on social media. So
but I mean, obviously everybody's heard about it, but for the people who haven't,
yes,
what is Pure Bhangra? What is it exactly?
The most generic question, I must say.
Yeah, but still,
it needs to be asked for us to ask more.
And you know, I've answered every time this in a different way.
Yeah.
So basically, I've given a very different information. So even today, I'll give out some information and I'll keep the next for some other day. So something that people don't know about Pure Bhangra is कि हमारा purpose ही ये था when we started back then, is that people should get away with the thought कि this is not Bhangra, it's more than that. क्योंकि मुझे ना लोगों के माइंड से ये निकालना था, क्योंकि लोग ना बल्ले बल्ले Bhangra पंजाबी उसको एक बहुत ही एक बेसिक कर दिया था, that it's something which can be very easily done. और also back in 2011 for a lot of people Bhangra was जो Bollywood movies में आता था. Like songs that would come in Bollywood were Bhangra for them.
Yeah.
Like mainstream media would probably call Bollywood as
वैसे था. But किसी को proper Bhangra music के बारे में पता ही नहीं था. Bhangra moves के बारे में नहीं पता था. तो those efforts took a while. Since 2011 we now अभी कोई क्लास पे भी आता है ना तो वो आके बोलते हैं यार Bhangra easy नहीं है. I'm like, yes, it's not easy.
Bhangra is fucking difficult. There's a move, like the toughest dance move according to me is, I always tell Jashan this, by the way.
Yeah.
So for his sister's wedding, he was like, we'll do this one move, and I was like, I could never do it. So it's when you stand and then you jump and you go down on your knees and you do this and you come back up.
Look, I mean,
that is the most difficult step. Mark my words.
I mean, look, I don't know how to dance because I'll be honest with you, I'm the worst dancer ever. My moves are tali, like the uncles, who come in the middle and tali. Yeah. And exactly what you said, generic.
Generic, है ना? But it's something ना Bhangra ऐसा है कि सबसे easy भी है और सबसे difficult भी है. If somebody just wants to come and vibe to Punjabi music, there are moves for that. You can just be like that basic Bhangra dancer by just doing this and move your shoulders. But then at the same time, if you want to take shit seriously, then Bhangra is also very difficult. It needs a lot of hard work, stamina, and expression work. So it has both sides of it. But मुझे वो दूसरा side दिखाना था to Dubai. That
okay, but let's say for someone like me.
Yeah.
Who doesn't know how to dance.
Yeah, we can make you dance.
And if I come and join you guys, how much time do you think does it take for a person to like learn everything, to get the grasp of it?
We can get the person moving within like 10 to 12 hours of session.
Okay.
Like, है ना? Because Bhangra का कुछ techniques है which we have worked on it कि how do we make people dance. We have had people who are like left foot only. We've had couples who do for their weddings है ना कि लड़का नहीं नाच पाता लड़की नाच लेती है. We've done moves for them in a way कि वो भी they can also dance. But if you take it a little more seriously, like it won't take long, 2-3 months commitment, you'll start dancing.
Wow.
And you'll be proud of yourself. Bhangra is a dance form जो ना खुद motivate कर देता है. Other dance forms take a lot of time and commitment, and you need to motivate yourself a lot to keep doing it. But with Bhangra, you will see results quickly, and you'll feel more motivated. यार ये हो रहा है मेरे से, I should do it more. I can add one more thing. जो मेरा one of my instructors in my team, when he joined the team, he was 2 left feet, and today he is the best Bhangra instructor in Dubai.
Wow.
Wait, you mean 2 left feet? I didn't
like right, there's no coordination between the feet and arms.
Okay.
There are people who like go very alternative.
Okay, so that would be me. So I would say like something like that.
But today he is one of the biggest.
What is his name?
Karan.
Nice.
He's all over Pure Bhangra social media. He takes all our classes. He's the main instructor.
That's kick ass, man. So you made that happen, or he made that happen?
He made it happen because looking at yourself in mirror, not being able to dance, and then being focused, coming to practices, classes, कि नहीं मुझे करना है. And I think most of his learning was just by looking at the ones who were doing well. That's your actually सबसे ज़्यादा learning ही वो होती है. An instructor can always teach you कि this is how you do the move, this is how you pick your left leg, right leg bend करना है, रखना है, क्या करना है. But the observation is the key.
Fair.
But like, do you think like, because I would say like if I would dance and all, I would have a very straight face, you know, I won't have any expressions. My face would be like that. And also you have people who have come across like that, like, oh, they have like no facial expressions, and how do you get
there's वो चीज़ें तो है ना, like there's shoulder movements, there's facial expressions, stamina.
So facial expression is part of the dance.
Yeah, it's where you have to be happy always. But जब भी हम सिखाते हैं ना, we mostly tell them to focus on the moves first, because once you're confident with your moves, then you can come to your face and shoulders, because that's an easy part to add. Even today, I watch some dances, I learn something. अरे इन्होंने ये movement अच्छा क्या, I want to make this part of my performances now, or my style. So वो चीज़ें later on add हो सकती हैं, but once you have your moves right, then adding up your expressions and everything is very easy.
Wow. And you said you started this like 12?
Yeah, 2011.
2011. So that time I'm assuming you were in university?
Yes.
So you started from university?
Yeah, it was like कभी सोचा नहीं था कि it would come this far.
Okay.
Really?
Genuinely didn't think of anything, and I think अगर मैं सोचता, then it wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Like, I mean, I feel like when people think too much about it and want to make it better, it just I mean, sometimes, I mean, I'm the guy who goes like, I'm going with the flow kind of thing, rather than, I mean, obviously there's some plans thought out to it, but then it's good to go with the flow. And
so
just
how do you open, or how do you form Pure Bhangra? How did that happen?
मैंने फॉर्म ही नहीं किया था Pure Bhangra 2011.
कैसे होता है? क्या होता है?
Someone else did it. And
oh my god, what is happening here?
So it was a college performance. I was in this university in Dubai, and annual function hona tha, and we went for auditions. So the team that was there, like 8-10 log the, and they did like a very Bollywood oriented Punjabi dance form, and I'm really bad at any other dance form. Bhangra I can kill it, but other dance Bhangra other dance forms I'm little more shy on doing it. So जब भी हम auditions करके हम select हो गए, and then now we started planning कि हमें final day पे क्या perform करना है. And then just randomly I popped up this question that, guys, why don't we just do like Bhangra? And everybody's like, yeah, let's do it. There's no harm in doing that. And my selling point to them was कि किसी ने देखा नहीं है Bhangra, लोग पहली बार देखेंगे, ज़्यादा चिल्लाएंगे, marks ज़्यादा मिलेंगे, हम जीत जाएंगे.
Nice.
ठीक है? And honestly, that was the secret behind us winning also, क्योंकि किसी ने देखा नहीं था Bhangra पहले on stage, and we used those popular songs that people knew back then, and we did a fairly good coordinated performance, quite energetic, smiley, happy faces, and we won. And just a day before the show, उधर ना जब भी hosts announce वगैरह कर रहे हैं, everything जो भी list बनती थी, which all teams are gonna perform, उधर ना like Hardy and team लिखा था, and like other people's name, and I didn't want that, because I was like यार सबने fairly equal contribute किया, I don't want it to look like Hardy's team. So we brainstormed कि what do we call the team, and like जब भी सिर्फ पंगड़ा ही कर रहे हैं, just call it Pure Bhangra. Yeah,
That's actually a pretty good name. I really like that name, Pure
ease,
Bhangra.
man.
It's
Yeah.
easy name and it's catchy as well, you know, at the same time.
Also, Pure Bhangra initials stand PB.
Yeah.
PB is also short form for Punjab number plates in India.
Yes, it is.
PB is
nice,
PB.
nice.
Chandigarh में CH.
Yes. So that's how फिर हमने नाम उस दिन से Pure Bhangra रख दिया, and it has been that we never changed it.
Bro,
since then.
That's actually pretty very kick-ass story. But I know, like, just like us, you're also born and brought up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, how did it happen? Which school did you go to? I don't even know. Like,
I was born in Dubai, but then we moved to Ajman. So I've done my study in Ajman until 10th.
Nice.
And then I moved back to Dubai. And I think that was one of the best decisions my parents took. Because Ajman now is very developed, but pehle itna wo nahi tha ki like outgoing nahi tha. And honestly, you learn a lot when you go out rather than just sitting at home.
Yeah.
True.
मैंने तो मेरा फर्स्ट मैकडोनल्ड्स ही एट द एज ऑफ 15 खाया था.
What?
Whoa.
That's not an Ajman problem, I must tell you.
It's not an Ajman problem.
Don't blame Ajman for having McDonald's, please.
I don't know if Ajman had McDonald's then. It's also because आप इतना बाहर ही नहीं जाते थे.
Yeah.
And I was a very shy guy in school time. मेरे को कोई वैसे भी बाहर लेके नहीं जाता था. Friend circles, they would all go hang out. And I would be the only one who used to be the left out one. कि कोई कभी बुलाता नहीं था, बर्थडे पार्टीज पे नहीं बुलाते थे, कुछ नहीं करते थे. आई डोंट नो मैंने क्या बिगाड़ा था किसी का. एंड बट सब इश्यूज में स्कूल में मैं फंसता था कि
Maybe that was the issue.
और मैंने कभी कुछ किया ही नहीं होता था.
Same like me, bro.
Like they were.
So you were always blamed for things.
I was blamed for things, but I
you
never did
any of them.
I never did any of them. And like years later, 8, 9, 10 years later, these people have come up to me and they've said, bro, we are sorry कि हमने स्कूल में तेरे को बड़ा तंग किया था. ये मैंने किया था जिस पे तेरे को blame पड़ा, ये मैंने किया था इस पे. And I'm like, this is done and dusted. I'm someone who forgets things overnight. But back then it was a lot trouble making things for me. क्योंकि जब भी कोई कुछ करता नहीं है ना, उस पे blame पड़ जाता है. Then you mentally get
like
stressed.
Injustice.
Yeah.
You face injustice.
But I think those things have taught me discipline and have taught me stuff like don't get involved too much with someone ताकि वो expectations बढ़ जाए and then you get hurt from someone. And at the same time I can like be happy by just being alone. So वो चीज़ बहुत difficult है आज के time में where everybody looks for some kind of emotional support from someone all the time. But I'm someone who can just listen to music all day and just be happy.
Nice.
And वो अगर I think ये चीज़ें नहीं होती शुरू में तो I wouldn't have learned all that.
So let's say you were antisocial in school. What flipped the switch?
Yeah, man. Now you're not antisocial at all.
Not at all. Like I'm still antisocial about what I want to share. So there's a very thin line. जो हम social media पे share करते हैं ना, we have our own control over that. What you wanna share. तो वो I have managed to keep it well.
You separated the social media out of your personal life.
Yes, I use social media as an advertising spot for me.
It is the best advertising spot, I believe.
My social media is my advertisement spot. That's it. मेरी कोई भी post जाके देख लोगे, कुछ भी देख लोगे, उसका end result यही होगा कि मैं अपने आप को promote कर रहा हूँ to sell Bhangra or to sell this or to sell this. Or to sell that.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah, that
मुश्किल है वो करना.
Yeah,
it's very difficult.
Yeah, मैं ये नहीं डालता उधर कि
आज मैं ये कर रहा हूँ.
आज मैं ये कर रहा हूँ, वो कर रहा हूँ. अगर मैं.
But do you have a vlog?
Yeah, I do vlogging. Yeah. Right? So that vlog is also for the purpose of selling.
What do you post in your vlog? Like how do you differentiate personal?
So vlog में I wanna showcase a more personal side of me. Where I'm showcasing my mom, dad, my wife, हम घर पे क्या करते हैं, but that also with some limits to that. That way ना. And with my Instagram and everything, it's mostly my dance, my hosting, my shows as an artist, वो सब चीज़ें.
Lovely.
And Snapchat and TikTok is for stuff I can't put on Instagram, like those gimmicks, comical stuff, and because I love doing that, but then I feel if I start putting it on Instagram, I'll be confusing my audience a lot.
Nice. So why don't you make a separate account for that?
Bro, like I'm already handling so many accounts. Adding one more to that is like it's
fair enough.
Yeah, even I can't even handle my own account properly, man. Like
you don't handle anything.
Yeah, bro. Like on social media, like I am not like very.
But it's okay. It's good
this
because
thing.
it's a very time-consuming process. Social media, it's a
Yeah.
full-time job.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's. मैं भी खुद कर रहा हूँ क्योंकि अब I'm at this state where अभी मैं किसी को एक्सप्लेन करने बैठूंगा ना मुझे कैसे मेरा सोशल मीडिया चलाना है,
हाँ.
मेरा उसमें ही इतना टाइम लग जाएगा that like मैं ही कर देता हूँ. पोस्ट ही करना है मैं कर दूंगा.
Wow.
So you're very particular about what you post?
Like I think I know the secret sauce on how to make things work on social media.
Yo,
Give
share
him
it with
a-
me.
Just give him a
Yeah.
paper, pen, pencil, whatever.
Yeah, after the
Side
podcast,
में
just
दे
write
दियो.
it out
क्या है?
and share it with me
बता दे.
exactly how it works.
Yeah, I also do this for a living. Like I provide a lot of content strategies to a lot of people.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think जो is anybody working for social media companies here? No, na?
No.
No marketing, na? I feel like marketing companies are the worst people an influencer can hire.
Okay. Explain
Why is
that.
that?
Like, why is it like that?
Not all marketing companies that sell you कि हम आपका social media handle करेंगे and वो क्या handle करते हैं कि national day पे photo डाल दी logo डालकर so and so group of companies wishing you national day, so and so group of companies 25% off on this. This is not social media marketing. This is not this. You don't need to hire a company for this.
Yeah.
Every company, every person, every influencer has their own niche. Spotting that niche and just spotting 100 committed followers. That's all you need to run a social media.
Wow.
If you have 100 people, वो 100 लोगों को आप जो बोल दोगे वो खरीद लेंगे ना, that is your market. बस. No, it's not a number game कि मेरे को 2000 client चाहिए, 5000 चाहिए, 10,000 चाहिए. No. If these 100 people will buy your product day and night, which is for $20, you're sitting on like $2,000 every day.
Yeah,
Why
man,
do you
yeah.
want to think of a huge, big game?
Exactly.
So spotting those is what I can help in.
No, because even I've heard this, what you said, like, so in Dubai, the marketing companies they don't know how to do marketing. Like,
Yeah.
that's what I've heard. Like, they don't know it. And it's because apparently the way they do marketing, because I have, like I said, I'm in real estate, right? So I have people like agents who hire their own marketing guy with the camera and the content creators
Yeah.
and everything. And out of all of them, there are only a few of them who stand out, but rest of them, that's because the few of them who stand out don't hire them. They just have their
the
own.
ones who stand out don't have a company.
Yeah,
behind
they don't
them.
have a company,
Yeah,
but
you can always have your videographer, editor, and
Yeah.
your content strategist is the key to all this.
yeah,
A content strategist can be the person also himself or taking advice from someone. You don't need a marketing company for this.
exactly, and that's what I've heard.
Interesting, man.
Like,
I never thought of it like that.
That's after this, मेरे को पहले ही कोई marketing company काम नहीं देती थी दुबई में, अभी वो भी बंद हो जाएगा.
but it's okay. You don't want a marketing company to give you a job, right?
तो कोई ना.
जो है.
So after school
Yeah.
came university.
Yes. I think that's the process, na?
That's
Yeah,
the process.
that's the
yeah.
process.
Wow, bro, you discovered
But
it.
you only settled 10th grade now. उसके
Yeah,
बाद 11th
10th के बाद
12th भी था.
11th 12th I was in Dubai. That's when I
Okay.
moved to Dubai, and then I did my college also in Dubai. Masters भी किया मैंने. I'm a good degree holder. I'm not just a dancer.
He's a good dancer, great dancer with a good degree.
तीन degrees है मेरे पास.
Wow.
Yeah.
कौन सी? ये क्या हो गया?
बस है bro.
कितने कॉलेज गए bro?
I've done bachelor's, masters, and then certification. So
Wow.
Sick, man.
I've done a lot of things.
So you went to Manipal University, right?
Yeah. I didn't want to give credit to the university. आप लोग
Oh.
क्यों लेके आते हो नाम मेरी university?
We'll bleep it out. We'll bleep it out. Like
नहीं
the
नहीं आप रख दो, it's okay.
Sorry.
No, it's
पहले
just-
बताना चाहिए ना ये सब. bro.
No, there's no harm.
But
Okay, anyway.
tell me about it. Like, how was your uni life?
How was your
like,
uni life?
Manipal University was good, but it was very school kind of feeling. Like I came out of 10th के बाद 11th 12th तो मैंने बताया नहीं क्या हुआ. 11th 12th में मैं जो स्कूल में था ना, मैं अकेला ही नॉर्थ इंडियन था
whoa.
पूरे स्कूल में.
Wait, where was
School का
everyone
नाम भी
else?
नहीं ले
I'm not telling the
Okay,
name
where
of
was
this.
everyone else from? Like,
South India.
okay.
Everyone was from
Does your
South
school
India.
name start with the O, my
And
friend?
I was the only one from North India. And मैं पहले तो left out था ही अजमान में. And Dubai में तो I was like, oh God, what have I got into? But anyhow, I made my way through that. Then when I joined college, I'm like, अभी चीज़ें बदलेंगी भाई. अभी college life है. अभी things will go different. But nothing went different, bro. But then I spotted my dance group. That was my happy space where I used to just enjoy being there. And हम रोज 4-4 घंटे practice करते थे.
Nice.
बिना ऐसे कोई मतलब नहीं है, कुछ कोई ऐसे नहीं है कि उसके साथ कुछ हमें फ़ायदा हो रहा है, benefit हो रहा है, nothing. But we were all enjoying dancing for this good 3-4 hours. We were doing it. And eventually when we started winning in college, I formed this hate group against me where they were really hating on me badly.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is like school.
That is like, that must have like, you know, affected mentally or something like that. Like, did it? Or?
तभी I think क्या बोलते हैं उसको कि ये जो mental health वगैरह इतनी ज़्यादा was not the talk.
Yeah.
But I think I was one of those few people who was really like affected back then, which I realize now. क्योंकि तभी you didn't even have a word to say कि you would just call it यार it's bothering me, अजीब सा लग रहा है, tension हो रही है ना. But it was not that. It was actually that subconscious mind of your not letting you grow. But I think I was in touch with the right mentors back then who really told me that stuff like कि जो लोग कुछ करते हैं ना उनके बारे में बातें होती हैं. You're doing something good, that's why people are talking about you. If you're getting negative vibes, put it into a good channel. Focus what you're doing well, है ना, उस पे energy लगाओ rather than replying to these people or doing all that, है ना. मेरे पे तो यार troll pages थे, मेरे पे तो गाने भी बने थे, बड़े खतरनाक गाने थे.
Who are these people, man?
And this was stuff like which would get me cold feet when I would hear it. जब भी back in the days, है ना. आज तो मैं हंसता हूँ ये चीज़ों पे, and मैं कभी कभी सुनता भी हूँ, मेरे को मज़ा आता है. अभी यार अभी funny लगता है, but back then it was not that funny. And back then you were also growing. You were not
still developing at that age, right?
And then these things, they can stop you. कि यार लोग क्या बोल रहे हैं मेरे बारे में, mom dad को ना पता चल जाए, है ना. But then ये चीज़ें आई नहीं दिमाग में. My mentors were really, I call them mentors now, but back then तो they were just giving me an advice. But those things, they helped me. And
but it's one thing to listen to an advice and one thing to imply an advice.
Yeah.
Right, like you ended up
implying it. That's the main thing, right?
Yeah, like, क्योंकि मेरे टीम में तो बहुत aggression रहता था कि we need to respond to these people, ऐसे करें वो करें. And I'm like, no guys, like we'll channel it, we'll do a good performance, we'll win again.
That's a good way of going about it.
And we won again. हम 4 साल जीते हैं.
Nice.
और 4th year में तो बहुत funny scene हो गया था. That so what happened is that this 3 years जो dance बाकी teams होती थी ना, they got really aggressive कि यार like why is Pure Bhangra winning every year? And so they started putting Bhangra parts in their performances also.
Just to copy you, like, and like.
और हम सिर्फ Bhangra करते थे, हम कोई और form ही नहीं करते थे. And वो फिर भी नहीं जीतते थे. And then last year I remember हमारे college में usually there would be like 7 to 8 teams that are competing. That particular year there were only 2 teams.
Oh, they all dropped out by the 4th year. They were all.
So what happened is that this other team, they picked out all the best dancers from all the other teams and they made one team.
It's like Pure Bhangra versus All Stars.
Yes. And वो हार गए यार.
Wow, that's kick-ass.
I will never forget that day क्योंकि ये सब चीज़ें तो बाद में aftermath बोलते हैं ना. This aftermath happens later. तभी नहीं ये realize हुआ था कि यार इन लोगों ने सब लोगों ने मिलके एक टीम बना ली. तभी नहीं realize हुआ, बाद में हुआ. And मज़ा बड़ा है फिर. मैं आज भी I am friends with them. They're good dancers. It's not like that. But मैं आज भी उनको बोलता हूँ तुम लोग को मैंने हराया था.
So in the dance community, in the dancing community, is the scene very competitive? The way that you're explaining it, that was in university. But abhi dekha jaye, is there a competitive industry to be in?
It's a very competitive industry because इधर ना लोग बहुत कम है जो consume कर रहे हैं ना डांस को वो कम है because I've traveled the world so I can say it on that point of view कि दुबई में ना consumers डांस के कम है so every instructor or a dance studio is in that fight of earning that consumer which has made it very competitive. It is not a good thing. I wish all the studios should run well क्योंकि अगर studios अच्छा करेंगे that means the dance scene will grow and if the dance scene will grow it will benefit all the instructors, all the dance studios and it will like benefit the industry more. But अगर ये आपस में झगड़ते रहेंगे over the clients or even just growing the business then it's not it means that it's not healthy.
It's not this thing. But where do you like is there like a gap like where in this market like you know where you think you can fill it or maybe for your this thing?
Gap है there is a gap ये है कि every instructor every studio shouldn't think that they can do everything.
They should specialize in one.
They should specialize in a particular field. Like you can do couple of fields, but try not doing everything because in that way you are probably not being fair to the client also who could learn this from a better person.
Okay.
Yeah.
है ना? And on the other side, even for consumers, they also need to be a little smart. कि if they are paying someone to learn, you better learn it the best way.
Yeah.
Rather compromising thinking कि यार ये मेरे घर के नज़दीक है या फिर यार मैं एक जगह से सब कुछ सीख लेता हूँ. But ऐसे होता फिर तो यूनिवर्सिटीज़ भी एक की दो ही होती हर एक है ना. फिर क्यों लोग ट्रैवल करके यूएस कनाडा या फिर इंडिया में भी डिफरेंट स्टेट्स पे जाते हैं कि हमें इधर से ही सीखना है बिकॉज वो कॉलेज किसी चीज़ के लिए फेमस है ना.
तो उसी चीज़ के लिए लाइक यू शुड गो फॉर समथिंग दैट्स व्हाट इट्स फेमस फॉर.
इसलिए हम सिर्फ भंगड़ा सिखाते हैं बिकॉज हम अच्छा करते हैं.
I would say the best, huh?
Okay, so you hold workshops as well, right?
Yeah.
What are these workshops about?
Well, I don't know
workshop?
So I don't think a lot of people know this, but I think Pure Bhangra was the first set of people to bring in the concept of workshops in Middle East.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
तो जब भी ना हमने workshops इसीलिए announce की थी because I was noticing that people are going for our basic classes, Bhangra classes, but what is after that? You need to give them a space where they can try doing something which is more difficult than this, and at the same time they can also judge themselves कि हम कहाँ तक हैं. This is where I stand, and then at the same time they can forecast कि where they need to be.
Okay.
So at the same time adds more business to the basics.
True.
And makes another business of doing workshops.
So in a workshop, is it that you work on teaching them on one song?
Yeah. Or so workshops is picking up a special routine that's not done before. Teach them those 40 seconds a minute, and it's going to be a difficult one because if it's basic, then you rather go to a basic class. Yeah. So it'll be a difficult one, and people would learn it for the first hour. And then they all perform in their own duets, trios, jaise bhi aaye, take their videos, go back home. Nice. And that's basically the idea.
Nice.
About a workshop. But now, just this year, I have launched another workshop. It's like a 3 to 4 hour session.
Whoa.
Yeah, so I just did one of that.
This would be kick-ass for someone who's wanting to get fit as well.
Yes. Yeah. Bhangra is a good fitness program as well, and हम काफी studios में provide भी करते हैं like Bhangra fitness classes.
Like Zumba.
Yeah, similar to that, है ना? Right. And with Bhangra fitness, it's like you can burn between 500 to 700 calories within an hour.
Whoa.
And you're having fun. आपको realize भी नहीं होता है.
Yeah.
True.
So we do that.
I always saw Bhangra as like अगर मेरे को fit कभी भी होना है.
Yeah, do it. Just it's a good one. Yeah, coming back to the workshop thing. So we recently did a workshop called Beyond Bhangra workshops. So it was about a 3 to 4 hour session where people come, they learn a difficult routine, they do their videos, and then they should also take away something from you.
Yeah.
As a person who has done so many things. I want to be that person who can help out 20 more kids in growing into a dance community. I would want to give them those hacks, those cheat codes. कि ये करो, आप गलत रास्ते में बढ़ रहे हो. Do this, you will take a faster step. Because there's no point for me keeping that information to me. Stuff that took me 3 years to realize, if I can tell that to someone in a minute, why shouldn't I?
Of course.
So I do those 40 minutes, 50 minutes talk session with everyone. They can ask me anything, and I would want to give feedback to each one. I'm quite brutally honest at that time. So ye cheeze, I think it has worked out really well, and now a lot of people are asking us to do these workshops in different states.
Places. So you get invited as well by people.
Yeah.
That's amazing, man.
Just like us, how we invited them.
No, like to different
it's like
places. Like I'm not going. I hardly think I'm going to call someone from, like, say, India to come over here for a podcast. You get it? But to get called from Dubai to go back to India, where the dance form is from, that's a big thing, right? That's what I.
True.
That's
It's been quite a journey. Maza
So you did a world tour?
Yeah.
Ye kya hai?
I was lucky to do
Lucky?
a world.
What do you mean lucky? You shouldn't even be using that word right now.
Since 2011, every year, I think कि इस साल हम वो ऐसी क्या एक चीज़ करेंगे जिससे I will remember 2012, जिससे I'll remember 2013 or 14 ऐसे. And then 2021, I was just we were doing our local, अच्छा चल रहा है, सब कुछ अच्छा चल रहा है. And then this thought came across कि what next? क्या कर लोगे अभी आप पंगड़े के साथ, क्या कर लोगे? And that time a lot of artists were doing world tours.
Yeah.
I follow the English singers a lot. वो बहुत world tours करते हैं ना. And I'm like, okay, nice. When will a dancer get to do a world tour? When will a dancer be the main act? Why are dancers always the backstage dancers? हम concerts पे जाते हैं, artist perform करता है, पीछे dancers हैं, वो नाचते हैं और वो चले जाते हैं और बस घर चले गए. उसके बाद कुछ नहीं. They got paid, end of the day, they're home. But no, that shouldn't be it. When will people start coming to watch a dance group? When will people start coming to watch a dance team only, not someone else? तो ये reason था, and I was being very niche with my Bhangra community कि when will a Bhangra dancer get that space? So I think for like couple of months I kept brainstorming कि क्या करूँ next year, कुछ तो करना है next year, ऐसे नहीं चुप नहीं बैठना है.
You have to do something bigger.
Yeah, something big has to happen because we had just done Expo performance. We were the only Bhangra team ever to perform at an Expo stage. तो हमने वो किया था. We were very proud about that, and we were so happy doing that show. And then we did a show in Coke Arena the following week. So we were done for 2021. It was like nice, good in the books, and what to do in 2022. And then I was noticing that our videos are getting a lot of response and reach from other countries. And I'm like, why not I try doing workshops in London?
Yeah.
It might work. But you are also...
You know the hotspots, right?
Yeah.
Where Bhangra is for sure going to work.
Yeah.
Like, there is UK, there is abhi Canada bhi hai. And what else is there?
US. There's a lot of places. Hai na? So, but then, you know that ki ye area chalega, but then will these people come for you because they are already going to a certain trainer, a studio. Will they want to come to someone else?
True.
Will you be accepted? Will because हमारे लोगों में क्या है ना कि कोई और हमारी जगह के क्यों ले?
Yeah.
ये बहुत problem है that why should we share our space with someone else?
True.
But I started talking to different studios in London, and I noted down कि ठीक है ये they're on board. Once I have dates, I'll do it. I went to speak with some studios from US, worked out. And क्योंकि मैंने ना वैसे ही UK और US जाना था, so I thought might as well just do workshops there. And then a friend of mine just pops up a question. He's like, why don't you just add बाकी जगह भी थोड़ी and just call it a world tour? And I'm like, man,
That blew your mind, isn't it?
like, I'm anyways going UK, US. इंडिया में एनी टाइम कर सकता हूँ ऐड बिकॉज इट्स क्लोज टू दुबई आई डू इट. ओमान में जाता हूँ वर्कशॉप्स के लिए. रह क्या गया है ऑस्ट्रेलिया, यूरोप एंड द साउथ ईस्ट एशिया. ओके डन. Then I spoke to Singapore, Malaysia, and Australia, and things worked out. And then the difficult part came down is the dates. When we started planning, my tour started in May. It finished in October. So it was like, I think we did some math, and I had taken about 60 plus flights. पूरा trip करने के लिए. And yeah, it was like
60 flights in how many months?
It started in May, June, July. 6 months. 6 to 7 months of traveling. Yeah. What I was most proud about the whole tour was कि जो मैंने यूरोप में किया है, that has left a mark, and those teams are growing exponentially. And I'm very happy that I shared that space with them. उनको एक upliftment मिल गया कि a lot of people now know that there are teams in Europe.
Nice.
It's doing well. So I was happy with the purpose of my tour, that it has reached a point where people now invite Bhangra dancers as a main act, not a side act.
Yeah.
Sick, man. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So you think like in terms of, let's say, music at the moment, Bollywood is creating shit, if I'm being honest. Okay, like in the sense that everything is being remade. I don't see not that much originality anymore, and I'm just talking as a consumer. And that's simultaneous with the rise of Punjabi music.
Yeah.
You think that has helped you in what you are doing?
Yeah, 100%. The way Punjabi music got accepted in Bollywood movies, and I think a lot of credit goes to the front end people like Hardy Singh, Badshah, Diljit Dosanjh, and a few others, कि जिन्होंने वो गाने होने दिए हैं बॉलीवुड में and have brought in that Punjabi culture over there. And then thanks to what came after AP Dillon, Shubh, and everyone has like blown it to next level.
Next level, right? Like your work space would have increased exponentially is what I would think of it as. Like.
Yeah, but at the same time it has made it more competitive क्योंकि now everybody wants to do Bhangra.
Okay.
So then it comes back to the consumer that they make that choice ki who is doing it good, so you call them instead of who has just started doing it.
Fair. Yeah, that's your advantage, right?
Advantage.
You've been there in the market for so long.
It's been 12 years.
12 years. You're like the pioneer, man. So, people are coming now, there's competition, but you have the edge.
Yeah, edge hai, and also we stick to our quality. Even today we might also be very expensive to book.
Okay.
But we don't compromise on our quality. If जो हमें एक बार बुला लेता है किसी show पे ना, फिर वो they know that they've put their money in the right place. They've not compromised on quality.
You work with a lot of artists.
Yes.
Who's the most famous artist you work with?
Famous artist.
Who's the most nicest also after that?
So we've worked with artists in multiple ways. We've either featured in the music videos, we've either performed with them on stage.
Live on stage.
So which one do you want me to judge first?
Everything.
On stage, I've really enjoyed performing with Emmy Virk.
Emmy Virk, nice.
And Karan Aujla.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
They're very fun to be with on stage, and they give you your space on stage. They are not very also at the same time because they have seen our work, so they trust us with what we are doing, so they know that we won't screw it up. So these two people I've really enjoyed sharing the stage with. Even the team has enjoyed. And in terms of shooting and everything, Gary Sandhu.
Nice.
He's a vibe when you're
Gary
shooting.
Sandhu is Holly.
Yes, right? Yeah. And Minna these songs recently come. So he is a vibe to like be on set with, क्योंकि he is super chill. वो चाय पीते भी shot दे रहे होंगे. So that's the kind of feel you need.
Yeah, fair enough. Nice. Like you need to be given your like space to work in. Right? So you get artists who come and like tell you कि ऐसे नहीं करो, like basically intrude in your work, which is
Without saying names, obviously.
नहीं, with artists नहीं हुआ है, but sometimes कुछ directors के साथ ज़रूर हुआ है.
Okay.
There has been a couple of instances where मेरी team बैठी हुई थी and the shot was ready, है ना? And this director is on mic and he goes like, shot ready हो, नाचने वाले को बुला लो. And my team ऐसे, they were getting ready to get up. I'm like, guys, sit down. Don't move now. And we didn't move because we are not नाचने वाले.
Oh, okay.
Respect.
हाँ, we're not नाचने वाले.
Yeah.
Like, you are on a 12-hour shooting schedule. That shoot was quite annoying. So he again said that on mic, नाचने वालों को लेके आओ. And my bro is like कि बुला रहे हैं हमने, मुझे तो नहीं लग रहा हमें बुला रहे हैं, किसी और को बुला रहे हैं. And then he understood कि what I was talking at. फिर कोई उसने बंदा भेजा बुलाने के लिए and goes like कि आपको बुला रहे हैं डायरेक्टर साहब, आपका शॉट रेडी है. I'm like, ask your director to come and call us. And then he actually came. He's like, शॉट रेडी, आप क्यों नहीं आ रहे? I'm like, आपने बुलाया नहीं. He's like, मैंने बोला माइक पे. I'm like, नहीं, मैंने नहीं सुना. He's like, मैंने बोला वो नाचने वाले को बुला रहा हूँ, हम नाचने वाले नहीं हैं. Either call us Bhangra dancers or call the Bhangra team और ऐसे, है ना? This is not how you talk. And then my team was like, bro, like you screwed that guy up.
Kar do panga.
Yeah. And then when the artist got to know this, he really like put it across. He's like, guys, I'm sorry the way he treated you, but this is not how it was meant to be. तो मैं ले लेता हूँ ऐसे थोड़े बहुत पंगे.
Yeah, so what did he apologized at the end? He was like, okay,
yeah, मतलब apology तो कर दी, but क्या होता है ना कि damage is done. It kills your vibe, kills your energy at the shoot, and then you don't feel like doing it with that whole heart that you were doing initially. But वो कभी-कभी होता है then. But you need to know your place. अभी हम चले जाते हैं, then we would also be representing other Bhangra dancers.
You will always be treated that way.
Yeah, then you will always be treated that way.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Stand लेना ज़रूरी होता है कभी-कभी.
Yeah, of course.
I believe कि हर बार लेना ज़रूरी होता है.
Like
almost every time.
Yeah. That's a good one actually, because I mean there was a time like I wouldn't like stand up for myself and all that. You know, I've learned it the hard way because you know like how it is, right?
Yeah.
Like in our community at least ये no तो मतलब बोल ही नहीं सकते. You don't know बड़ों को ऐसे कैसे बात कर रहे हो and all, like that happens, right? A lot.
True.
So yeah, man, that's something even I've learned like over the years, you know, hard.
So I have a question. So you said like back in school you were you bullied?
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I know you did not want to use the word.
Yeah, I didn't want to use the word, but
but it sort of gave me the impression already.
Bullying was like an understatement. I think I was. It was. मैं बोल रहा हूँ ना कि मैं स्कूल टाइम पे मेरे को हर एक चीज़ के लिए बदनाम कर दिया गया था कि
कुछ भी हो जाए you're to blame, right?
Yeah, I'm to blame.
That is bullying in itself.
Yeah, but वही ना कि तभी इतनी समझ नहीं थी कि कैसे चीज़ें करनी है. I'm telling you, like I had my first McDonald's at the age of 14-15. It's a reason that I never went out. And then coming these many years later now, tell me about something new that has opened in Dubai and I'm probably the first one over there.
Yeah.
So tables have turned and bully wale pata nahi abhi kahan baithe.
So if you had to give yourself an advice at that time for your younger self, what would
I
it
don't
be?
would want to change anything.
What would you want to tell yourself? Like let's say
nothing.
you, from what you told me, your mentors you got when you were in college.
Yeah.
School में तो I didn't hear you say
होता है ना
any of
अच्छे के लिए होता है. मेरे को I live a life that is regret free and having a regret will make you constantly think कि काश मैं ये कर लेता, काश मैं ये कर लेता ना. वो काश वाले टाइम में रहना ही नहीं है. You only live once. You rather do everything. If you want to do something, just go for it because this is the time. And that's what I've...
That's actually really good. Like you wouldn't want to change anything, right? That's how it should be.
And what is the longest you've never not danced for? ये बता.
अरे एक बार इंजरी हुआ था पैर पे. Then I didn't dance for like 2 months. And I think then in 2021 I took like a break from my team for like 2-3 months because I was working on big shows. So I was doing a lot of back and forth meetings. So I avoided dancing then. But no, I say I cannot stay without dancing.
You cannot stay without
no,
dancing.
No, I cannot stay without. I was in कहाँ थे हम holiday पे? Greece में थे, me and my wife, and it was like a 2-week holiday. We were going to clubs and everywhere, and सब जगह English music था, everything. And then this one day, we went to another beach club, and I have a very good sense of Punjabi music. मेरे को पता चल जाता है कि next गाना कौन सा आने वाला है.
Nice.
Yeah, so I always play this game in the club with my wife. I'm like, next गाना ये आएगा. And she'll always be stunned. How did you know?
You can hear it at the back there.
I just get to know it. Like, even if like I would maybe even tell her what's gonna come after 2 songs later. Like, you just get that
understand
sense.
the vibe.
ये vibe.
Yeah.
तो मैंने बोला कि पंजाबी आने वाला. She's like, तेरे कान बज रहे हैं, 2 हफ्ते हो गए कि नाचे नहीं है, तेरे को ऐसे लगा. I'm like, no, just leave everything. I'm dancing. And I just left everything, wallet वगैरह सब कुछ उधर टेबल पे, and then I ran towards the dance floor, and while I was running it started and I started, and I just went on stage, and my wife, she's filming. है ना कि क्या, and then after that video went viral.
Wow.
Yeah, that was my first viral video. I was dancing in a beach club in shorts.
Wow.
And सब गोरे लोग नाच रहे हैं.
इससे सीखो भाई.
Yeah. So yeah, like that was I think the longest 2 weeks on a
2
holiday.
weeks or
where
months?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Whoa, really? Since 12 years, it's only been 2 weeks, like the max gap you've had.
Yeah. Otherwise, gap lena mushkil hai. Like I've taken gap from team. Like I don't dance in the team things, but dancing gap is like difficult.
It's very difficult.
Yeah.
It's a very difficult place.
Because you love doing it, right?
Yeah, do it passionately. Like I live it.
Yeah.
मेरे को अगर डाउन फील हो रहा है ना, it's Punjabi music, Bhangra music that lifts me up.
Nice.
So
it is in general uplifting also, right? The music.
Yeah, the world discovered it later.
Yeah.
Yeah. When it became
We've been using this since 2011.
Yeah, you guys have been. But वही मैं बोल रहा हूँ, Bollywood music has become so shit that
I don't know if it's become shit.
I feel to me, this is a personal opinion.
Yeah, क्योंकि वो भी इतना पैसा लगा के कुछ गाने बनाते हैं. I'm sure they have their own reasons कि वो ये गाने क्यों बना रहे हैं. There might be a market who listens to it. It may not be us.
Yeah.
So are you included in this? Where you feel like the music can be better, if not shit?
Maybe.
We don't want to offend any of your artist friends, man. But please just make originals, guys. Like,
yeah, originals for sure.
That's
अगर
what,
remake करते हो ना तो make sure it's worth it. The remake, because it's a difficult thing to do.
Like I feel like there's a trend. Now it's becoming an era of like just rinse and repeat the fucking thing and just add newer beats to it. That's my perception to Bollywood music at the moment.
Like just make something original. They do come up with some original songs and they're so awesome then.
Yeah, they are. Those are the ones which will probably sell more.
मैं वैसे ही Bollywood गाने बहुत कम सुनता हूँ. मेरे को I just listen more Punjabi.
But tell me about that thing. You were in the top 100 most influential people under 30. How did that happen? Like, what is that? And tell me about it. Like,
what is it exactly?
Yeah, like tell me exactly what it is. Like,
so I was included in this list. That's by the Sikh group in UK. It's an international list. They have people all across the world on it. And I think in 2020, they, for the first time, they did a list that's for under 30. Top 100 most influential Sikhs in the world who are under 30. And I was lucky enough to be on the list. Firstly, I was very happy to be on the list, and second, when I found out that I'm the only one from the whole Middle East, that just like blew my mind.
That's
thank you.
By the way, did they tell you before that you're going to be on it, or you just opened the thing and you're like, whoa?
You found out when the thing came out?
Yeah, I found out when I got the email. They said we're announcing it today at 10 o'clock. I'm like, okay, like, and मेरे को पहले लगा scam है. ये अभी 9 बजे email करके बोलेंगे कि इतने पैसे भेजो, हम आपको trophy भेजेंगे.
It's too good to be true.
Yeah, and but then at deep inside, when I got to know, I really wanted it to be there, because then you feel like कि somebody tapped your back for doing that work all this, and this happened 10 years after Pure Bhangra to me.
Wow.
After 10 years, for the first time, somebody acknowledged what you're doing, and that gives you energy for another 10 years of working hard, hai na? So it has worked that way for me. and जिन लोगों को नहीं पता था फिर उन लोगों को भी पता चला that this guy called Hardy in Dubai who does this. So I'm quite
that's quite an achievement. Like,
that is a super achievement, man.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations on that.
Yeah, man. When did this happen? When were you this thing?
2020 में हुआ था.
2020 में हुआ
But
था.
then every year since
then, yeah.
now you're like resident
until I don't cross 30.
That's crazy,
Yeah.
actually.
You mentioned that you were married.
Yeah.
Did you choreograph all the songs in your wedding? All. Or did you make your team do it for you?
We did both of that. Our wedding was... Sorry, Sarah. My wedding. Our wedding was like a festival. हम इतना नाचे हैं ना. So usually weddings में क्या होता है ना कि लड़का लड़की बैठ जाते हैं, सब फैमिली आके फोटो करने लग जाती है, एक एक करके. हमने वो किया ही नहीं. हमने वो ही नहीं किया.
That's
actually a good thing because
हमने वो किया ही नहीं. We told our parents we are not sitting there for those pictures and for that shagan ke lifafe which is of no use to us. हमें नाचना है. It's our day. We want to enjoy. We don't want to see everybody dancing there. So we had our whole choreographies planned. मेरी पूरी team भी गई थी from Dubai. We were like 20-25 people. All and उनको तो बस ढोल सुनने की देर थी और सब शुरू हो जाते थे. मेरा पूरा पेंट भी खड़ के दिखता था कि हो क्या रहा है, कि लाइक ये कैसी शादी है जो हमने कभी देखी नहीं. एंड because we did that for engagement and then wedding pe also everybody was excited to be there, and then we really क्या बोलते हैं उसको, we choreographed our performances really nicely. Like we involved the family, we did a nice storyline to it, so it was quite entertaining to watch. And yes, we did choreograph, we did dance, everything. Yes, we did everything.
Very few people like get the opportunity to do that.
Yeah, true. And very few people have both the partners who dance well.
Yeah.
नहीं तो क्या होता है ना कि एक अच्छा होता है, एक we were lucky.
For my wedding also you'll be the choreographer, man.
100%. कुछ तो फायदा मेरे को podcast आने का. I get my bookings.
Yeah. You'll be my choreographer. Your team will be my choreographer, and I'm the worst dancer, so
no, bro,
you'll have to be very patient with me that way, bro.
That's our job.
Yeah.
वो हम कर देंगे.
That's crazy. How long does it take for you to choreograph a song, let's say for your workshop? Like how much time and effort goes
into
that particular
no particular average time that I can say, but I can share one incident. So when I was on my world tour, I was doing multiple workshops, right? And I didn't want to do the same song again. So I had to run my brain. Let's say I think I did about more than 50 workshops. I had to run my brain 50 plus times.
Wait, you did 50 different sets?
Yeah.
Like of
so let's say if I was in Amsterdam and Belgium, my choreographies were different, my songs were different. So yeah, Helsinki, everywhere, सब जगह मेरा गाने नहीं repeat हुआ कहीं पे.
Wow. That is crazy, man. How do you come up with like different steps?
That's hard work जो आजकल के बच्चे करते नहीं हैं. आजकल के बच्चे wanna be like कि that हमारी एक reel viral हो जाए and then we are like dancers now, we can charge people to. No, that's not.
Okay.
You need to really invest on yourself to learn the form, and once you know that, there's nothing is hard.
Yeah.
Nothing is hard after that. Yeah, sharing that incident. So obviously, like it's not easy to come up with choreography, especially with a lot going in your mind. And for me, the thing is, मैं बहुत choreography focused हूँ for my workshops. Like I wanted to be in a flow, and I was in London, and मेरी एक London की workshop होनी थी, where I knew the song I wanted to do, but I just couldn't think of the choreography. And my videographer was with me because we were vlogging the whole tour. And हम होटल से भी निकल गए, 1 घंटे में workshop है, we are in the tube going to the, and I'm telling him since 2 days, यार kick नहीं मिल रही है, I'm not getting the idea what like, but I want to do something special because I knew that workshop all dancers are coming who are expecting something out of me. And tube में मैं सुन रहा हूँ गाना, I'm like listening to it again and again and again, and then I got out of the tube and सामने studio है जहाँ पे जाना है, and just at the exit of the tube I got my kick. कि this is how I want to start, this is going to be my first move, second move, and I just started choreographing outside the tube station in public, and I think within 10 minutes my choreo was ready. And then when I did my workshop, everybody just loved it. And Brendan, my videographer, he's like, bro, this is a story to tell.
Yeah,
like the
man,
way
I've
you
been told, fuck.
Actually, this is so good.
तो हो जाता है कभी
तो ये
कभी
तो 10 मिनट में हो गया.
या ये कभी कभी तो 2 दिन लग जाते हैं and you don't feel like you're ready for the choreo.
Oh, nice. So what goes into your head when you're thinking of
A choreo?
a choreo?
One, I don't like to break Bhangra moves because हमारे जो moves है ना, they're like folk classic moves. They're not like कुछ भी हाथ इधर उधर मार दिया. They have a certain set. You shouldn't break it. So I try not to break a move, and if I'm breaking, I'm making sure it is looking better, not looking कि मैंने कुछ धक्के से किया, like not जुगाड़ type. And I don't like to break my hand flow. If my hands are on the left side, I would want my next move to start from the left side, not like all over the place.
It has to be all in a flow.
Yeah, all in a flow. I'm very much about the flow.
Are you very particular about your steps as well? Like, it has to be this way. Like, if you've thought it, it has to be like that.
Situations पे depend करता है. If I feel like कि जो dancer है has come with the intent of really learning, then I would make sure that I go that extra step to tell that person कि आप इधर गलत जा रहे हो, do it this way. But if I sense the person is just here to have fun, then I don't want to like break his flow. है ना, तो मेरे को उनका फ्लो नहीं तोड़ना. वो अपने मस्ती के लिए आए, let them do that. उनका कोई एम नहीं है. तो with dance.
So that's a good this thing, you know, because people like to, like, you know, if they see someone who's not doing it right, they want to correct them and all. I like the fact that, you know, it's just, you know, you let them go with the flow, do everything.
You don't have to. It's Satinder Sartaaj sir का एक गाना है which says बिना मंगे सलाह नहीं देनी चाहिए, कदर उत्थे घट जाती है. That means that if you give someone advice without them asking, आपकी value उधर कम हो जाती है. So I am that person. मैं even within my team, I don't give फालतू का advice to anyone.
पूछे.
हाँ, क्योंकि everybody has sense for themselves. Nobody is stupid to take wrong decisions for themselves. कोई आके पूछे, then you be that person.
So, in terms of Pure Bhangra, how do you think Pure Bhangra has, your crew, you have impacted the Punjabi scene, the dancing Punjabi scene in the Middle East? By the looks of it, you're the biggest there is.
Okay.
So, in terms of that, how do you think you and Pure Bhangra has impacted it?
Well, I think Pure Bhangra ka impact has been a lot. I think 90% of the things that are happening today in Middle East, I think the credit should go to Pure Bhangra. Not just me, the whole team, because if team नहीं होती तो मैं अकेला भी कुछ नहीं कर पाता. I did have a vision कि this is how we want to flourish, but the team has been the core of that. एक saying है ना कि अकेले आप बहुत तेज जा सकते हो, एक साथ आप बहुत दूर जाओगे. So I think that's what Pure Bhangra has been. And since 2011, what I said in the beginning, कि we wanted to change the idea from this to a lot more. So we started with a lot of things. हम classes देने लगे, हम shows करने लगे. We started doing Bhangra nights in clubs where we would be very particular with the DJs to play Bhangra music. So that people listen more than what's just Punjabi being played. So these all efforts have come to a point where concerts होने लग गए with just Punjabi artists. They started going full. Other community events started happening, and then Bollywood influencing with Punjabi music helped a lot.
Wow.
So I think
And
PBS DXB.
Why do you think no one else has been able to do what you're doing?
Wow. Do we have time on audio to continue this question? Okay.
Can you manage that?
Yeah. Well, over years, बहुत लोग आए हैं, to be honest, who wanted to make their own Bhangra groups in Dubai, but they have not been successful in, I would say, running it in a long term, because कुछ भी शुरू करना बहुत easy होता है, उसको maintain रखना और in the long run is the difficult part, because that's when you actually realize your limitations and struggles. Pure Bhangra ka USP has been that for the very, I would say the first, 9 to 10 years, I was the main finance source for the team. I would say like easily, I don't want to put a number to it, but I would say like at least 80% of the expenses, kharcha, main khud hi kar raha tha. So having that jigra of doing that, continue that, and not seeing any outcome of that is what kept me going. Because मैं ये सोचता था कि यार अगर हम एक दिन रुक गए ना, फिर इधर भंगड़ा रुक जाएगा. And that's the only thing that kept us going. Like Bhangra ruk jayega in a nicer way, that the quality would go off. And I didn't want that to happen. And then I just kept going. And jo naye players aate hain in Dubai to do this, they very soon realize ki it's gonna be hard. Which is not what I want. I want more teams in Dubai. I want at least 10 to 15 teams, ताकि that pressure goes off me to continue it forever. कि अगर और लोग करेंगे ना इधर, it is good for the community, it is good for the industry, more consumers, more people who are buying the product, growing the culture, growing across Middle East. ये तभी होगा जब भी ज़्यादा लोग करेंगे.
Nice. And what advice would you give for someone who actually wants to start their own?
अगर कोई आए पूछने.
If they want to, like, I'm asking you, so okay, let's say
I would say कि firstly just be very honest and a nice person. Don't be a person who's trying to compete with the brand Pure Bhangra. Because that competing part is little hard. Right now you can just use Pure Bhangra as a benchmark
and be yourself, like, kind of thing.
Give yourself space. We are not going to say you anything. We would be more than happy to help you out in whichever way we can. Take us as a benchmark, karo, go forward, but don't take it as a competition, because the moment you take it as a competition, you will start doing stuff that you want to attack us. And that's where you are giving out negative energy. We are not even consuming that negative energy. हम जा रहे हैं अपने रास्ते से, and it will only just make you feel कि जो मैं कर रहा हूँ वो नहीं हो रहा है. Rather you think that this is what I want to do. Keep going, grow with that, and then one day you'll even outgrow us.
Yeah.
But do you think there's enough space in the market, like the way that you have said, कि कोई आ जाए? Okay, let's say for example, me and Raunak.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Bhangra, okay. Yeah. We are competing against Pure Bhangra, okay. Yeah. We're not competing, but we are new here, okay. Now, if I come into this space, I'm in a sense coming into your space.
Yeah.
Sahi hai?
ठीक है.
You see where this is headed, right?
Yeah. Come through.
So now, let's say there's one gig that's happening this Saturday,
yeah.
Okay. Now there's the options are you and me.
Yeah.
और मेरे को gig मिल गई. हाँ
मिल गई.
Would you feel threatened by me? Like, do you think I'm invading your space, but if the market is the same, you get what I'm trying to say?
ये तो अभी भी होता है. There's a lot of individual players in Dubai who go out in the market and try to get events which we are doing at a cheaper rate.
Okay.
Because if you're gonna give a rate higher than us or rate same as us, the client will not go to you. They'll come to us. Because अगर उनको same rate में हम मिल रहे हैं,
they would prefer
you because you've been doing it for so long as well. Like.
And if somebody is going at a lower rate, then bro, everybody cannot afford Gucci and Louis Vuitton. Somebody has to buy the fake one.
Okay, fair.
Someone has to buy the Karama Mal.
Okay,
and I'll just be like, what the fuck, Bhangra?
What the fuck, Bhangra? You took my gig. But no, like... But you would feel threatened if someone...
I would feel threatened अगर... नहीं यार, आज तक नहीं feel हुआ.
But do you think
like if I get one gig, चलो, no threat. मेरे पास 5 gig मिल गई ऐसे.
जब भी होगा ना तभी पता चलेगा.
That's the thing. I think like then what the fuck Bhangra wouldn't... I mean, just because you're cheaper in price wouldn't... Like, no, I mean, it does make a difference, but at the same...
As you're saying, market बहुत छोटी है, right?
But at the same time, like, you will eventually, like, lose out, right? Because I mean, like, if you're doing it for cheaper, you won't be as good as them. Let's say Pure Bhangra.
Because then over time your expenses won't be able to meet
That's
your,
true.
and
This
then you
is
will
true.
fade out.
Yeah.
तो
That-
initially कर
that'll
लोगे
have-
आप शुरू में
Yeah.
on
शुरू
But
में-
initially सबको करना पड़ता है. Let's say अगर मैं actually में कुछ खोल रहा हूँ, like, and if you are a big player in the market,
every team
I need
doesn't
to
have
do
a
have
Hardy
something.
Singh who puts in money for the next 10 years. So once a team gets that kind of a
Yeah.
person who can really go blinded and invest within the team, then there's a chance.
so you're saying investment is as important as the quality of work that you put in?
To run the team, it is important. Quality of work will come.
Quality of work is there. Okay.
Quality of work will come through, and it depends on the leaders who are running the team. The leaders have to be really broad-minded. They cannot be those कि यार इधर से पैसे बचा लेते हैं, इधर से पैसे बचा लेते हैं, क्योंकि Bhangra is not a money-generating place. It's a fancy place to be in, but it's not a money-generating place.
Nice.
So are you
Right
starting a
at
group?
the top of Bhangra, this is the advice you get.
Yeah, it is
like if
not.
you have deep pockets, go for it. That's
Yeah,
what you're
go
trying to
for
say.
it. It's not a money-generating space.
It's a passion space.
It's a passion space. This passion can lead you into multiple avenues, areas, industries where you can eventually make a living, but just by doing Bhangra, it's not going to happen.
Interesting. That's an insight I wouldn't have got from
Yeah.
probably anyone else, right?
Yeah,
Really?
वो कोई शायद बताएगा भी नहीं.
See, that's why I love this podcast, because I love like and meet and like just get some new advice, new outlooks on
Yeah.
how things work.
Yeah, no, I love to share whatever I can from my end, because as I said that जो चीज़ें मैंने इतने सालों में सीखी, अगर मैं वो किसी को थोड़े टाइम में बता सकता हूँ, I would love to do that.
That's
Wow.
lovely.
And I think a lot of people have heard me speaking Hindi here, because I keep getting this that do you even know Hindi? Do you even speak Hindi?
Okay.
So yes, guys,
this
I
is-
do speak Hindi, Punjabi, English. You can book me for any hosting shows in which you want me to speak in Hindi.
You host shows as well.
Yeah.
You're an MC.
Yes.
Damn,
Whoa.
buddy. There's an
I'm the
MC.
only Punjabi MC in Dubai.
You know what that means? Mundiya to bach ke rahe.
He's
So I think we've got someone to do our own outro for the day.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know you were an MC. ये इतनी देर से बताया नहीं, bro. What else are you? I know that you are a content strategist. You are Pure Bhangra with your team. You are an MC. और क्या है?
What
I
else
have
is
like
there?
2 more fingers on this hand.
Within the team, you can add more stuff, na, like choreographer, team manager. Then also edit a lot of our dance videos.
Okay.
I also shoot a lot of our dance videos.
Okay.
And
What's
then
next?
I also plan our holidays, which is a full pro job, bro. Like I'm a very good planner
Great.
nice.
when it comes to things, because I think एक लोग मेरी बात सुन भी लेते हैं
हाँ.
कि अगर हार्डी ने बोल दिया तो करना ही पड़ेगा.
Okay.
That way. And what else? I'm a good husband.
You're a great husband. Okay.
Yes. And I'm a good son.
You're a great
Great
son.
son.
So many roles, man.
Yeah, bro,
कैसे कर
like-
रहे ये सब? कैसे कर रहे तू ये सब एक साथ, bro?
Wow, man.
How is this possible?
I just don't sing.
Okay.
If that was what you were getting into, but apart from singing, I think मैं बाकी सब कुछ कर लेता हूँ.
Wow, dude, that's
Wow, man.
kick-ass.
That's
So
a lot of
you are
things,
there for the media. Here, Hardy Singh, guys, please contact book and just give him your money.
I
He'll do
call-
something for you.
Yeah, I call myself Bhangra fluencer.
Nice.
Because I think it's through Bhangra I got this identity of where people get influenced with things that I do, and I try to use that in a good way and not making people go into a different zone. So yeah, I'm a Bhangra fluencer.
First of
Yeah.
its kind.
Yes.
First of
You
its
should
kind,
add that
Bhangra
also.
Yeah, I
influencer.
should add that now.
Yeah.
I also, by the way, help people out with properties, real estate.
No way, bro.
Yes, yeah.
We should get into
Okay,
it.
now I
together.
don't have that many fingers. अब मैं क्या करूँ, bro?
I'll hold down one for you now.
ये तेरे लिए है, bro. ये fingers for you.
Come on, man. Now we have to like this thing.
Crazy, bro. It was lovely having this chat with you.
Thank you so much for having me. Did we
Yeah.
cover everything?
Do you think you covered or did not cover something?
I just want to know you guys that having me here, did it make any difference to the conversations you guys heard? And is there anything you want to outtake from me? What would that be? Because I've never asked this.
From what we have heard
Yeah.
about you?
Yeah, but whatever I said. कि कुछ सीखने लायक भी था या मैं ऐसे ही पागल ऐसे बोलता रहा?
No, there was a lot of things.
The second I get this back from like the cut from Asad, मैं वापस देखूंगा और मैं 2-3 चीज़ मेरे को पता है, मैं ठीक से सुनी नहीं है,
Yeah.
because I was in the flow.
Yeah.
So I already learned 3 to 4 things. I know there's 2-3 more left, so I'm gonna rewatch this for that.
Yeah, I was like, no, I mean the way you said about like how, you know, even the way you channel the negativity that comes through you, because by the looks of it, you got so much negativity throughout like your school, college and everything, and the way you channeled it and purposefully, like, you know, like got into it, man, that was something like, that's something awesome, man. And that's what I was like, wow, you know, like that's not a lot of people can do that. You know what I mean? It's a lot of people would, I would say, okay, I wouldn't say everybody, but a lot of people would give up in that stage of time. You know what I mean?
True.
Giving up is something, you know, a lot of people end up doing it. But, you know, the fact that you didn't, that's what I was like. I'm like, you know, it gives me motivation now to like not give up on my stuff kind of thing.
True.
You know?
Channeling energy. And then also there was a point around in 2018, 17 when my team actually was not in good terms. It wasn't running well because I was also learning how to run a team. And I think for 6-7 months we were on a break. Like just a breakup ho jata hai na, वैसे the team
Was that one of your what the fuck is happening moments?
Yeah. So when I was in which country? I was in Barcelona, and I saw this set of dancers doing street acts, जो street artists होते हैं ना, and they were like dancing so coordinated, looking so cool. People are cheering for them, and I was just passing by the bus and I looked at them and I'm like, I used to be in a team like this. ये thought आया था मेरे mind में, and I felt so like crushed inside me that we had something which could have gone next level, है ना? Around 2016 की बात है, not 18, 2016. And I called my that time mentor कि Paji, I'm not feeling good. I think I want to start again. And he's like कि bro, you have the chance now, do it. I didn't have this chance when I was at your age, and now I regret that. You don't want to regret this 5 years later कि काश उस दिन मैं कर लेता तो शायद आज कहीं और होते. And that moment I'm like, okay, I'm getting back next week. We are starting back again, and then we formed the team again, and then never looked back.
Wow.
Sick.
And you've had really good mentors also, man.
Yeah, honestly, really good. Jasjot Paji, Raja Paji, Khyati, Rohit, they've all been a good part of my journey.
Lovely, man.
Is there any other what the fuck is happening moment that has happened with you probably before?
Before that, जब ना कॉलेज में मेरे पे गाने बनते थे और मेरे को ज़्यादा ट्रोल किया जाता था, I used to just think कि when will this all stop? It didn't stop, but then obviously graduated from college, and then one fine day this guy comes up to me. He goes like, bro, I want to be sorry for all the tough time I've given you during the college. Maybe you've never realized it was me because it was all hidden. ये लोग सामने नहीं आते थे ना. It was all social media पर. And he's like, I'm sorry. Since those 4 years, I've never had one night of peaceful sleep because every time I go to sleep, I feel like कि मैंने किसी अच्छे बंदे के साथ कुछ गलत किया था. And that moment I felt like, bro, like कि
you felt that, right?
Yeah, I felt it कि मैंने जो नहीं react किया वो उसको ही भारी पड़ गया.
Fuck, man.
Yeah,
That's deep, bro.
Oh my god, so heavy, guys.
So heavy, man. Wow.
Fuck, thanks for sharing that, dude. Like, I don't know if you would have shared this with many people.
No, I think a lot of my close people do know it now क्योंकि अभी तो मैं उसको I take it as my self motivation क्योंकि if you've been through that, then nothing will affect you in this. है ना? कोई आज कुछ भी बोल दे, कुछ कर ले तो like, bro, I've seen the worst.
Yeah.
This is nothing for me.
Wow.
You're trained to deal with it anyway.
Yeah.
Like fuck, that's next level.
Swear, man.
Crazy. It was a lovely chat. It was a great segue, by the way, to end. What the fuck is happening, Hardy Singh, guys?
Thank you guys. Thank you so much for having me, and maybe I'll come back for another season also.
You're coming.
Yeah.
It's gonna be called What Else Is Happening.
Yeah,
We
that's
can
our
actually
next
from
one.
there.
What else is happening?
Oh, that's so cool. Okay, I'll be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome.
Chalo, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Bye.
Peace.
See